All right, I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to do a 90-minute 26 and 2 yoga class. Before we do the class, we're just going to do a couple sun salutations to get our blood flow going, and then we'll hop into the 26 and 2. With the sun salutations and with all of the yoga, all of the breathing, if it doesn't work for you, remember that you can skip it, you can modify, or you can do something else. So at times, yoga can be challenging, and that's okay, but you're never going to a point of pain, right? You're always kind of honoring, meeting yourself where you are today, and that's actually an integral part of your yoga practice. So you want to start towards the top of your mat. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touch. Take a moment, bring the weight into your heels, rock the weight back into your toes, and then just evenly distribute your body weight on both feet as a symbolic gesture that you're arriving in the present moment, not leaning back into the past or something that happened this morning, not leaning forward, anticipating the future, just standing tall right here in this place that you're in this space and unique moment in time. So for sun salutations, we use Ujjayi breathing, which is similar to the pranayama breathing. It's a gently constricted throat, so you breathe a little bit slower and it helps to generate body heat. Every movement in the sun salutation goes with an inhale or an exhale. I'm going to step back a little bit so you guys can see me. So start with your hands at heart center. And as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up towards the ceiling as if you are saluting, greeting the sun. As you exhale, pull your stomach in, bend your knees, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, shins, or the floor. Keep the weight in your toes and your back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank. And we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. If plank does not work for you, you're welcome to come onto your knees and take some cat-cows. Remember the Ujjayi breathing. Good. On your next exhale, go forward a little bit. Bend your elbows into a 90-degree angle. Inhale, come up either into a baby cobra with your elbows bent and your thighs on the floor, or up dog with your thighs off the floor and your arms straight. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Press your thighs back, lift your hips up, drop your head. And if down dog isn't working for you, you're welcome to come down into child's pose. Okay, on your next inhale, look between your hands and step forward, chin away from your chest. Exhale, drop your head down, soften your knees. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead, greeting the sun again. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good, second set, a little bit faster. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, weight in your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands on the floor, and step back into a plank. Hold in here, hug your elbows in, spread your shoulders apart. Keep your neck an extension of your spine. Lift your heels, pull your stomach in. Good. On your next exhale, roll forward a little bit, hug your elbows in, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, hold in here for 5 breaths, bend one knee, straighten the other. Try to press both heels down, lift your hips up, roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Root down through all 28 knuckles, in particular the space between your index finger and thumb, push down there. Good. On your next inhale, look forward between your hands, step forward, hands between the feet. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms with your ears, come up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good. Third set, we won't hold the plank. We're just going to continuously exhale, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, step back into high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down, hug your elbows in. Inhale, come up into your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, holding here for 5 breaths. Ujjayi breathing, generating some heat. So your breath should almost sound like an ocean breeze. Or Darth Vader, whichever works for you. Okay. On your next inhale, look between your hands, step forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms with your ears, come up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good. 4th set, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, chin away from your chest. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, step back into high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, coming up into your up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Try to press your heels down, press your thighs back. Drop your head, look for your shins or even your thighs. Press the floor away from you. Spread your shoulders wide. Good. Inhale, look between your hands, step forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good. Last one. Inhale, looking up, greeting the sun. Exhale, fold forward, drop your head, greeting the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, looking forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step back into a high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, roll your toes, down dog. Can you get your heels a little closer to the floor? Can you spread your shoulders wide, down away from your ears? Drop your head 1 more inch. Good. Look between your hands, inhale, step forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good. So hopefully you got your blood flowing just a little bit there. From here, we're going to hop into the traditional 26 and 2, starting with pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight grip. Glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels and relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth, HA. Sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly tip your head back. Never force the neck. Look way, way, way back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, make an HA. Down. Keep exhaling. Completely empty your lungs. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more we exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in. On your next breath, push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Push the air out from the bottom of the lungs, middle of the lungs, top of the lungs, until your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, open your rib cage wide. Expand your rib cage. Expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, draw your belly button to the back wall. Stomach in. Eyes open, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders, your head. Okay. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Try to switch your grip. So opposite thumb, pinky finger on top. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose against the back of the throat. Create a little bit of a vibration, snoring sensation. Exhale, head up. Use your throat muscles. Think of your throat like a valve, constricted. Breathe slower, longer. Exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Using that Ujjayi breathing. Exhale, head up. Exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty. 1. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elbows up. 6. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows find their highest point when your lungs are full. Exhale, head up. So take your time. If you time it right, elbows touch when your lungs are empty, not before or after. Inhale, head down. Remember to suck your stomach in, abdominal wall tight, chin down, elbows up, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Use your knuckles to push your head back. Squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing all the way down to the bottom of the lungs as you stretch your spine up. Exhale, head up. Make this the most relaxed exhale so far. Shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up, take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch, change. Arms down, roll out your shoulders, your head. We'll continue with Ardha Chandrasana and Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left. Right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. From the get-go, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, keep your chin lifted and your shoulders down. Okay, just a little warm up. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle for half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels. Push your hips forward so your hips and pelvis open to the front here. Head and upper body back, arms with your ears, squeeze your palms together. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees continuously, push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. Let this whole class just be a gesture for yourself that you're willing to take some time just to breathe, just to stretch a little bit, to take care of you. Good for you for practicing yoga today. Let your breath be your guide. If you're ever holding your breath or you have to breathe through your mouth, slow down and do a little bit more. Less is more. Only if you don't feel anything, then you get a little deeper. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up and reset. Hips forward, arms back, weight in your heels. Squeeze your palms together up to your wrists, stretch up out of your waist, and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line, so there should be no bending in the elbows or in the knees. To get deeper, you just push your hips to the right without collapsing. Lift your chin, lift your chest, drop your shoulders. It's a very proud posture, and you have a lot to be proud of for practicing yoga today. Good for you. As a gentle reminder, I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending my body to the right when I'm actually bending my body to the left. You're welcome to follow my words or to follow my body. Know that in general, we will do the right side postures first. So with that in mind, keep the weight in your heels. Push your hips a little forward, upper body back. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. Bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Good, change, inhale to come up. First back bend, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head all the way back, and then bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you, whole spine, backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine, backward bending, try to fall down backwards, maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, beautiful. Inhale to come up, stretch up tall. Exhale, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, go down, arms with your ears. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head, and then go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head, bend one knee straight together. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up. Although sun salutations help. So just move your hips to get lower back, nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Hands to feet pose, Padastasana. Bend your knees halfway, at first grabbing the backs of your calves or Achilles. Eventually bend your knees a little bit more and grab your heels from behind. Step on all 10 fingers so your little fingers touch. Bend your elbows back behind you. Try to touch elbows together behind you. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees. Drop your head, touch your face to your shins below your knees. No room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight forward into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. With a smiling, happy face, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Very nice. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Okay, second set. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross your thumbs, opposite grip, opposite thumb, pinky finger on top. Push your hips forward, head and arms back, stretch up tall out of your waistband spine, and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. At first, it's easy to think about this posture in terms of flexibility, like trying to come down as much as possible, but it's about strength and flexibility. So as much as you feel the stretch in the left side of your body, you also want to notice that like glutes should be engaged, quads engaged, stomach in, chest up, squeeze your palms together, push your biceps into your ears. So keep your right arm just as strong as your left arm. Both biceps pushing into ears, inner thighs squeezing together, weight in your heels. Bring your left hip forward, get your two hips in line, right shoulder forward, two shoulders in line, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. So in yoga, we're learning to be equal parts patient and determined. If you're too determined and come down really quick, it doesn't feel so good tomorrow. But if you're too patient and you stay up here and you don't feel much, then you don't get much out of it, right? So you're just finding that sweet spot where you do feel a stretch on the right side of your body, but never a point of pain. Bring the weight back into your heels, push your hips a little forward, upper body back, right hip tilts forward, two hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest, like a flower petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back and then trace your fingers along the ceiling down the back wall. So whole spine backward bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and we'll back them together for 10 seconds. Good, change, inhale to come up, stretch up, exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Place your hands on the floor, drop your head, and then go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. You've been here before. Notice what's a little bit more loose, what's still a little tight. There's no right or wrong. Again, so much of this yoga is just an opportunity to check in. Second set, hands to feet pose, Padastasana. Push your big toes down, knees together. Bend your knees, grab your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Touch stomach to thighs, chest and knees, face on the shins. Keep wrapping your elbows back. Push your big toes down. Push your knuckles down. Push your butt up. Push your knees back. One day leg block. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Notice if your shoulders are tensing up towards your ears.
Lift your shoulders away from your ears, bend your elbows back, more stomach in, eyes open, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Beautiful. Arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward, Utkatasana, chair pose. Step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet, perfectly parallel like 11s. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Tuck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. A little bit more weight back into your heels. Roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, now come up all the way on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, and sit down. Second part's a little bit trickier. Lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing, heels down. Squeeze your knees and inner thighs together. Let your heels come a little bit off the floor. Keep the insides of your feet parallel, so it's the knees pushing together. Pull your abdomen in and slowly sit down. So big toes still pointing forward. Take your time, stop whenever you want. There's no obligation to sit all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Come a half inch off your heel. Keep your spine straight from the side and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Lean back as you come up. Nice. Heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. If you put your hands on your hip bones and look down, that should be the space between your feet, not too wide, not too short. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Active fingers, soft shoulders. Lift your chest, bend your knees, and sit down. Now right away, notice if your knees want to come way out or way in. Keep your knees hip width distance and the insides of your feet parallel. Can you sit down a little bit lower? Pull your abdomen in. Now lean back, a little bit of a backward bend. Lower stomach in more, shoulders down more, chin up more. Sit down more. Lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, come up. Keep your arms there. Come up all the way on your tiptoes, playing with balance. So lift your heels up and push your heels forward. Stretch up taller, bend your knees, sit down. Same thing, notice if your knees are coming way out or way in. Keep your knees hip width distance as you sit down. Push your big toes down a little bit more. Press your shins forward. Heels up, knees up, spine straight. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, heels down. Notice if your hands are way wider than your shoulders. Keep your hands shoulder width distance. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come off the floor and slowly sit down, like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. Stop when you're half inch off your heels or whenever you want to. Squeeze your knees together and forward. See if you can come an inch off your heels. Good, and change, slowly come up. Very nice. Heels down, right foot back, arms down, soften your shoulders, take a breath. Eagle Garasana, we'll do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your right arm under your left arm. You can grab your shoulders right under left. You can interlock your fingers or have hands in prayer. That's a new one. Swing your right arm under your right arm. Good one. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg. Cross twist and breathe. The same way that I'm still finding creative ways to fall out of postures is the same way that I'm still finding creative ways to say the wrong words in the wrong sentence in class. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, sit down more. Keep the weight in your heel, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head. Left side, exhale, left arm, under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair, just like chair pose. That's why we did it first. Stay down there, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. At first, your foot's kind of hanging out. Point your left toes towards your right ankle, and eventually wrap your left foot behind your right calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. And if you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight in your heel, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, right in the second set. Swing your right arm under your left arm. Use a little bit of momentum. Second set, if your hands are in prayer, can you straighten your wrists a little bit more and get your fingertips more in line? So hands are even, it's hard. Pull your elbows down, or it's hard for me. Bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg. So you want your hands pretty close to your face, not like too far forward. Also notice if your hands are to the left of your face. Bring your hands to the right. Pull your left shoulder down. Notice if one hip or shoulder is higher than the other, try to even them out. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, sit a little bit lower. Pull your elbows down, wrist straight, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Last one, finish strong. Left arm under your right arm, left under right. So we're not symmetrical. On the other side, I can kind of get my fingers in line, but in this one, not so much, right? Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. So yoga gives us an opportunity to notice tightness or incongruencies in our bodies. It gives us opportunity to address those incongruencies, but it also gives us an opportunity to just be okay with the fact that we're all a little bit lopsided, right? And that's okay. So maybe on one side, this posture feels way different than another. That's really normal, just breathe. Can you sit a little bit lower? Arch your upper body back at the end. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. Go to have a sip of water if you want. Cheers. I'm so happy to be here with you all. What a delight. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Shrasana. So for the next 3 postures, we continue to balance on one leg. If you fall out, just hop back in, even if it's just to the setup, right? So that you always just finish with a little bit of muscle memory for standing on one leg. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Shrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Flex your right toes back to your face, pull your abdomen in. Round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight grip. Please don't lose the grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you've been coming for a while, then you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Take a breath, kick your heel forward. Everybody flex your right toes back towards your face. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, start to bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your leg, lock your leg, lock your leg. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Your goal is to keep your right big toe on the floor the whole time. Lift your left leg up. Maybe take a second, point your left toes, and then flex your left toes. You want to keep your left foot actively flexing back. Pull your abdomen in to protect your spine. Start to round forward, and if you're able, pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers, even your thumbs, under your foot, interlaced up to the webbing. Lock your right leg. Breathe through your nose, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. It's a real kick. Kick your heel forward. Flex your toes back. You want your left heel exactly in line with your left hip. Not too high, not too low, not to the right or the left. Just heel in line with your hip. If both legs lock, you should feel tremendous stretching and feeling on the backs of both hamstrings, maybe even a cramp on your thighs. Puff up your chest and then bend elbows in and down. Keep bringing your chest down. Try to get elbows below the calf muscles. Everybody heel forward, toes back, stomach in. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend. or any bend. Okay. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Squeeze your left glutes. Lift your right leg up. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back. Abdomen in, round down, and pick up your right foot. If you really want to challenge, switch the grip here too. Opposite thumb, pinky finger on top. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your right leg up. I feel like this is the one posture where we never tell people to switch their grip because the posture is just so hard on its own. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an L. Like Linda, bend your elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance comfortably. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Lock your leg. Lock your leg. Lock your leg. Take your time as you reverse out, just the way you went in. Good, shift your weight to your right leg, contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Try to keep your hips over your ankle so you're not leaning too far back. You wanna push your hips forward the whole time. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, and without sticking your butt out a lot, can you just truly round your spine, bringing your hips closer to your ribs in the process. This is our first compression posture. So if your big toe keeps coming off the floor, you might be leaning back too much. Push your hips forward. Here we go. Lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. Press your heel forward, push your hips forward, breathe. If both legs lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, and you can balance. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Good, change, take your time, slowly reverse out. That's lovely. Okay, that was a forward curl. We compressed the stomach. Next is the backward bend where we open through the whole front of the body. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, palm faces the ceiling, elbow touches the body. Bring your hand out to the right. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up to the ceiling. Good. Slowly come down from the lower spine to the floor until the abdomen and chest are parallel to the floor. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up until your right shoulder disappears behind your left shoulder. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Take a breath. Bring your left hand up. Bring it out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Right arm up and back. Knees together to square off your hips. Lift your right shoulder up, lift your chin, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, back bend. Go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Contract your right quadricep muscles, point your left toes, and breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly come down until the abdomen and chest are parallel to the floor. Point your left big toe up to the ceiling, left pinky toe up to the ceiling so the sole of your foot faces forward. Push your right fingers forward and kick harder. Body down more, heel up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, bring it out to the right, reach back, and pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle, knees together, right hip a little forward. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear. Lift your chin, lift your chest, stretch up tall, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. If you stay in this posture every single time, the whole time, go a little bit deeper, come down.
If you fall out of this posture every single time, do a little bit less, slow down. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your left hand faces the floor. Get your left arm exactly parallel to the floor as you point your right big toe up to the ceiling. Body down more, push your left fingers forward, kick, kick, kick. Change, that's very good. Slowly come up, feet together, arms down. Last one, bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back, and pick up the inside of your left ankle. Point your left toes from the get-go. That'll help to turn on the hamstrings so you can kick hard. Bring your right arm up and back. Lift your chin, lift your chest, stretch up tall, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Push your left foot into your left hand. Create maximum space between your right fingertips and your left fingertips. So the arms are actively stretching apart. Keep your chin away from your chest. Neck as an extension of your spine. One beautiful arc from the side. Slowly come down, body down, heel up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down. Come to the back of your mat and towel, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, and slowly tilt like a seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, arms back, and chin up. Step your left foot forward a big step. Lock both legs, point your right toes, and slowly tilt. Actively charge your body forward. Keep your chin away from your chest, neck in line with the rest of your spine. One flat line from the side. Body down more, heel up more, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, feet together, arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, switch the grip. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, and tilt. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. Bring your left foot a little to the left, spiral your inner left thigh up, lift your arms up in line with your ears, stretch forward, stretch back. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, stretch up tall, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, and tilt. So imagine you're trying to turn on a light switch with your right big toe. Like lift the right big toe up a little bit more, drop the right pinky toe down more, squeeze your palms together up to the wrist, use your grip strength, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat. You're welcome to face the long side of your mat, whatever that is, I will face you. Standing separate legs stretching, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Look forward all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. If you can't grab your heels, try taking a bigger or smaller step. If you still can't grab your heels, see if you can grab the outsides of your feet. You can also start with your hands on the floor in front of you, especially if you have tight knees or hamstrings. Here's the trick. Everybody roll forward. When you bring the weight into your toes, you take some pressure off of the hamstrings or knees. So push your big toes down, lift your hips up, and now contract your quadricep muscles to lock your legs. Pull and stretch. See if you can touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good. Change. Slowly come up, push your hips forward to reverse out. Step your right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. If your forehead touched the floor easily in the first set, take a smaller step so that your spine can get longer. If your forehead was nowhere near the floor in the first set, maybe take a bigger step so that you can touch your forehead to the floor, right? But you're never taking like such a big step that you lose control of your legs. You want your legs locked, quads tight the whole time. Second set, I'll show you from the side. Feet together, arms over your head sideways, step your right foot to the right. Whatever step works for you, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward. So you want to stick your butt up all the way down, going down
with a flat back. Grab your heels from behind, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. So notice if your shoulders are like tensing up and you're rounding your spine, maybe looking at what's behind you. Instead, lift your shoulders, lift your chin, and look forward a little bit. Start to pull stomach through thighs with a flat back, chest through knees, lengthen your spine. One day forehead touches the floor in between your feet, but you want to keep your back flat the whole time. Good. Change. Slowly come up, reversing out, push the hips forward. Nice. Step your right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Wonderful. Next is the summit of the standing series, triangle Trikonasana. And as a reminder, this style of yoga, triangle is more like a warrior pose, but there's no war. So it's a deep lunge in the hips and a nice opening to the chest and a little bit of a spine twist. This posture has it all. Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale your arms over your head sideways. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out, left toes in. Inhale, bend your right leg, sit down. Sometimes I feel like I used car salesperson trying to like sell people on yoga. I'm like, it has it all. Sit down more, open your hips, lean back, and move your arms. But it really does. Right elbow in front of the knee. Aim your right fingers towards your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Can you bring your right ear forward and your left shoulder up? So shoulder touches chin. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg. So lock left quadricep muscle contracted. Keep your whole left foot, even your pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line. Inhale. Bend your left leg and lunge. If your knee is going way beyond your ankle, take a bigger step. It's safer for your knee. You want your knee just on top of your ankle, not to the right of your ankle, not to the left of your ankle, knee tracking with the ankle. Sit down more and move your arms. So eventually left shin should be perpendicular and left thigh parallel. So left leg makes an upside down L, a 90-degree angle. Aim your fingers between your big and second toe. Hover your fingertips just above your big and second toe. Look up towards the ceiling and actively reach your right shoulder up. Drop your right thigh down. Push your left knee back. Pull your abdomen in. Stretch the crown of your head up. So sit down more, chest up more. Turn. Twist upper body back like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg. Keep your whole right foot flat on the floor. Good. Change. Rotate your arms. Push left heel into floor. Left toes in. Right foot back to the place. Arms over your head. Arms down. Take a breath. So we're always just centering ourselves with our breath between every posture. On the floor series, we do Savasanas. It's a little bit more obvious, but even in the standing series, right, you just want to take a grounding breath between each and every posture. Second set, triangle, arms over your head, palms together. Step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Taller folks, take a bigger step. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, left toes in. Bend your right leg, sit down, trying to get your right thigh bicep parallel to the floor. Keep your hips down low and just rotate your arms like a windmill. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. You can look down for a second and notice if your right knee is going way to the left of your ankle. Push your knee back with the help of your ankle, knee directly on top of the ankle. Now use your triceps, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, drop your left thigh down, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit as low as you can. Lean back and move your arms. What's going on with your hands and wrists? Are your wrists bending? Are your fingers apart? Become aware of every part of your body. All 5 fingers together, wrists straight, wrists in line with the elbows and shoulders. Notice if your right pinky toe is coming off the floor, if the right knee is bending. Lock your right leg, keep both feet flat, sit down more. Chest up more, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms over your head, arms down. Take a slow inhale and a slow exhale. Next is our second head to knee or compression posture. It's an opportunity to slow down and go inward.
We're starting to transition towards the floor series by literally going down. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana Vikata Jani Shavasana. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right 3 to 4 feet, at least 36 inches. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back toes in. Push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Towards the floor, round your spine. Touch your forehead to your right knee. Bend your front right leg as much as you need to touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Check in with your back leg, your left leg. Press that knee and thigh back so both heels stay on the floor. Bring maximum weight to your right front leg, right hip up, left hip forward. Keep your 2 hips in line. Good. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Good. Pick up your toes. Pivot on your heels. Pivot on your heels. Uncross your heels. You want to be able to draw a line in the sand between your heels. Turn your back foot in. Push your hips forward. 2 hips in line. 2 heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Go inward. Touch your forehead and knee together. It's a compression posture. When we touch our forehead to our knee, it might sound arbitrary. I think it's kind of a miracle. You're rounding your whole upper body over half of your lower body. True extension of the spine, true compression to the abdominal wall. Bring all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl. Arms with your ears. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels. Step your right foot back. Arms down. So as a reminder, even though I think this yoga is friendly to all body types, certain postures are easier for certain physiologies. So if you're like me and you have a long upper body and a short lower body, stretching pose, right, it's really easy to touch your forehead to the floor. But head to knee pose, that's a lot of real estate over half of a very short femur. So if you ever have that moment where you're looking at somebody being like, they make it look so easy, just remember that there's another posture that you're more naturally inclined to as well. So we're looking to each other for inspiration, but not judgment. Every single one of you has a posture that you are like really good at. And if you're like, no way, she's not talking about me, come find me after class and I'm happy to tell you how great you are, because I promise all of you have that posture where you really shine, and we all have that posture that's really hard, no matter how long we've been practicing, just because of the physiology of our body, and that's okay. Again, this yoga is giving us an opportunity to notice incongruencies, to address incongruencies, but also to be okay with the fact that like some postures, just like some things in life, will always be a little bit difficult, and that's part of the fun, right? Just working a little bit. Second set, head to knee. I digress. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top. Step your right foot to the right, big step. Pivot on your heels. Turn your back toes in. Push hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch up first, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot all the way down. Maybe keep your hands together, maybe not. Bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. Again, you can take a bigger step here or bend your front leg more. As you look towards your belly button, notice if one hip is way higher than the other. Try to even out the hips, left hip forward a little bit so 2 hips are square. It's your spine rounding, your abdomen compressing rather than your hips opening. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh or chest. Arms with your ears, head up last. Good. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels 180 degrees. Take a moment, uncross your feet. Make sure you still have 3 to 4 feet between your feet. Push hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Maybe peel your left rib cage back. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. For a balance challenge, maybe keep the hands together. Maybe not.
Bend your front leg as much as you need, touch knee and head together. And then let's just take a few breaths here. Every time you exhale, try to draw your abdominal wall in even more. Okay, push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Arms with your ears, like an extension of your spine, right hip forward, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Lovely. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for tree pose and toe stand, the hip opening series. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. See if you can hold onto your foot from underneath the foot with your left hand. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back. Please never force your knees. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up, palms together. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up. Temporarily eliminate any curvature in your spine. Lock your standing leg. Good, change slowly with control. Lower your right leg down. Lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. And maybe at first you just place your foot on the top of your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually holding onto the foot from underneath, heel to costume. Let your left knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape, but please never force your knee. You want to feel it in your hip, but not your knee. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. Now, if you're like me, your foot might slide. Oh, look at that, foot did not slide, yes. So sometimes that thing that you think you can't do, you can do. Always see if you can bring your hands together in prayer, but if your foot slides a lot, just continue to hold on to your foot with your hand. Push your hips a little forward, lift your chest up and breathe in and out through your nose. Good, change, slowly lower your left leg down. Padangusthasana, toe stand. So both of these postures are hip openers, they're balancing postures. They're also bringing us into a more meditative state before we hit the floor for the rest of class. Bikram, the guy Bikram, is a complicated person for sure. He's a deeply flawed person, but he also has some interesting, I think, useful things to say. So when he talks about this next posture, toe stand, he's like, it's not about balance or flexibility. He's like, it's an opportunity for students to just get their life together. He's like, that's all this posture is, just get your life together. That's what it's all about. So just keep that in mind when we balance, and then often when we fall out, we laugh a little bit, right? We have a little bit of fun with ourselves and just like calm down, slow down a little bit. So just think of this as an opportunity to get your life together. Toe stand, pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes. Lift your right leg up anywhere above your knee, anywhere in the middle of the thigh, eventually all the way up. You can bring one or both hands together, namaskar. Suck your stomach in and start to fold forward. So picking a spot on the floor and not even blinking helps with balance. Stretch your fingertips forward, fingers to floor, walk your hands forward, hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. Keep the weight in your arms as you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Point your right toes, drop your right knee down, keep your 2 knees in line. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. If you can, you must. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor. Lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out just the way you went in. You can also come up on 2 feet, no problem. Nice, change, right leg down. Lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. And remember, this side might be different, that's okay. One day foot all the way up, one day one or both hands together. If your foot slides a lot, continue to hold on to your foot on the way down. Pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Here we go, fold forward. The good news is that 90% of your vision is peripheral. So even if you're focusing on one spot on the floor, you can still be aware of your surroundings. Lock your hands forward, put some weight into your arms, shoulders over wrists. Lift your right heel, bend your right knee, lean forward as you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and breathe. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, maybe come a half inch off your heel. Nice. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up. Push your hips forward to reverse out. You can also come up on 2 feet. Good stuff. Change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump. Turn around, Savasana. I'm gonna change the viewing on here. Okay. Lovely. Savasana. Okay. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, close to your sides. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Notice what you're thinking about. Just let it go through your exhale breath. Draw your attention to the center line of your body. Let yourself feel anchored to the floor, and let the floor hold you up. Sometimes we're so stubborn. We don't want any support. We don't even want the floor to hold us up. Let this be a gesture. Of course that you're self-sufficient, right? But also that it's okay to be held up from time to time. It's okay to be anchored down. It's okay to take just a few moments to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. I love in medical textbooks, the like medical term for an inhale is actually inspiration. And the term for an exhale is expiration, which I just think is like so poetic and lovely. So if it suits you as you inhale, think about inhaling what inspires you. And as you exhale, let go of all of that stuff that no longer serves you. Let it expire. Vandana when you're moving pose, right? Leg up, interlock your 10 fingers just below your knee at the shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen, massaging your ascending colon. Good, change, right leg down. Left leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, nice tight anti-arthritic grip. Pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, massaging your descending colon. Good, change. Left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. For today, just squeeze extra tight to massage your transverse colon. Fun. Good, change. Arms down and eyes open. Second set, right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, opposite thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down. If your left leg doesn't naturally touch the floor, that's normal. Flex your left toes back to your face to anchor your calf down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down harder, toning the biceps, opening your chest and hips. Good, change, right leg down. Left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Eventually your knee will tuck under your armpit. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, but just have a mental image, that's where it's going. For today, maybe bring your left foot a little to the left and your right foot a little to the right. So ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders, everything is running in nice parallel lines to your spine, almost like train tracks. Imagine your spine is the illuminated third rail on a metro system that never catches on fire. Change, left leg down, both legs up.
Grab your elbows each other, maybe other elbow on top, squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your two heels in line side by side, not crisscross. Two heels in line. When you line up your feet, you line up your hips a little bit. Squeeze knees together and down. Relax your jaw and then tuck your chin in a little bit. Lengthening, softening the neck, the shoulders, middle spine and hips. Everything softening, melting down onto the floor. Good. Release, arms down, eyes open, breathing, normal. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back or a history of slip discs, I would recommend skipping the sit-ups or at least the first sit-up and just roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Great. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees, nice. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Good morning. So you're gonna place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling like grasshopper wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. It's a menagerie. Lock your legs, point your toes, keep your feet, hands on the floor, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Oh my gosh, use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, belly button down and chest up. Elbows should stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Hug your arms into your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down away from your ears to press your elbows closer to your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs. Push your feet down, squeeze your butt, push your hips down. Hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. So this is a sequence of 26 postures, but within that sequence, there's different series, right? Like the warm-up series, the balancing series, the standing series, the hip opening series, and now we're in the spine strengthening series. And just remember that the sequence within the series is like very on purpose, right? So we do this one first in the spine strengthening series, just to slowly wake up the back and open the chest. Second set, Cobra, chin forward, hands flat on the floor. So you do want to push your hands down a little bit. That resistance will help to wake up your back muscles. Feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, push your feet, hips and hands down, look up and lift. So the lower body is super strong. Gravity's still keeping your feet on the floor. Contract your quads, so maybe your thighs start to lift up, but the feet and the hips stay grounded. Look up and come up halfway. You're stretching the fascia and the chest, and you're starting to strengthen all of the back muscles. Become very aware of every cell in your body. All 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers, hands flat, not cupping, feet together. Lock your legs, push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your left, right ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Take a slow inhale through the nose, drawing air in. Slow exhale through the nose, pushing air out. Locust, Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arm straight position, flip your palms down to face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can, right, left, one day pinky fingers touch, eyes open. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90, see your foot coming over the top of your head. Flex your right toes for a second, and then point your right toes. Keep your right toes pointed. Lift your heel up, knee up, thigh up. Press your shoulders down. Good, change. Slowly lower your right leg down. Relax your right leg. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall. Use your left big toe. Keep your 2 hips in line. Notice if your foot's coming to the right of your head or if your left hip is lifting up. Try to keep your left hip and forearm in contact. Lift your thigh up. Good, change. Slowly left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. So lips on your mat to create a nice long neutral neck. Whole spine nice and long. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingertips on the floor. Squeeze your buns, point your toes, lock your legs, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, feet together, knees together. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the right, left ear on the towel. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Lots of fresh blood rushing through the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Second set, locust. Bring your chin forward, arms straight, flip your shoulders, palms down. So palms face the floor, thumbs outside, fingers inside. Wiggle your arms underneath you as best you can, never forcing the body, but a little discomfort's okay. Chin forward, eyes open. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. See if you can push down more with like your knuckles than your wrists. Press your shoulders down more than your elbows. So for my super flexy folks, do like a micro bend in the elbows. Palms down, shoulders down, lift your heel up. Good, change slowly right leg down. Relax your right side body, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. This is just practice. Real locust pose is when both feet are together, toes and heels touch. Lifting one leg is just a little bit of practice, a little bit of fun. See how high you can lift one leg. Anatomically, this is how high you can lift both at once. Cool, change, left leg down. So keep that sensation in your mind's eye. Now tuck your chin in. You want to visualize both feet lifting all the way over the top of your head. So feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up. Visualize your feet coming all the way up. One day over the head, one day on the floor over you. Press the shoulders down, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the left, right ear on the towel, feel your heart beating. You are so very alive. Okay, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Full locust, Purna Shalabhasana. Feet together, fingertips active, squeeze your buns, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lift your thighs a little bit higher, chin and chest a little bit higher, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on the towel. Still breathing. So there's some people, like some, kind of scientists or weird tech people like Elon Musk as an example, who believe that we are actually a computer simulation. You might have heard this before, right? Some people believe that we are a computer simulation being done by like a much further along civilization. So like we're not real. And whenever I hear that theory, I always think like these people have not done yoga. Because here's what I know, I'm very skeptical of most things in life, but when I practice this yoga, I am very aware that this is real. You are really breathing. You're really in this moment, in this body, in this unique space and time. Let this be a reminder, while there's lots of things that we're unsure of in life, you are for sure so very alive when you practice yoga, fostering that mind-body connection. Second set, full locust, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. And it turns out Elon Musk is wrong about a lot of things, so I'm pretty confident about about the computer simulation thing in general. But remember, yoga is just like an opportunity to feel embodied. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, all 5 fingers together, wrists straight. Lift your arms a little higher, feet a little higher, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings. Look to the left, right ear on the towel. As you inhale, feel your rib cage expand. As you exhale, soften through your shoulders, chest, abdomen. Inspire, expire. Dhanurasana, floor bow. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes and squeeze your glutes to engage your hamstrings. Look up towards the ceiling and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Beautiful. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once and then hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through the nose, freeze between your ribs and your hips. Point your big toes and your pinky toes up to the ceiling. Knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, just below the toes, not at the ankles, just below the toes. Wrists straight from the get-go, knees together from the get-go. Point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up, and kick into your hands. So this is the last posture in the spine strengthening series. At this point, maybe the chest is a little bit more open and the back is a little bit more supple. So try to open through the chest. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine, not jamming the head forward or back, just one long arc from the side. Knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on the towel, and let that one go. All you have to do is breathe. Slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, and let's hold a plank. Hug the elbows in, lift your heels and thighs. Spread your shoulders wide, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Okay, good. Come to the top of your mat and towel for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. Start in tabletop position, open your knees and your feet a little bit wider than your hips. You're welcome to stay here, or as you're ready, start to walk your hands back towards your feet and sink your hips down towards the floor. If your butt doesn't touch the floor yet, that's really normal. Try opening your knees and feet a little bit more. And just remember, you can keep your hands on the floor in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If your butt touches the floor, then put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down. Knees never come off the floor. Drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Good. Place your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect. Lots of fresh blood flowing through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips. In the spine strengthening series, when we do a belly Savasana, we have our toes together with our heels open. That's an inverse opening to the hips and pelvis. Now we're lying on our back again with the heels together and the toes open. So the hips are kind of neutralizing as well. You're welcome to skip the sit-up by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the top of your mat and towel, second set, fixed firm. I'll show you from the side. So again, open your knees and feet. Make sure your toes are pointing back. If your toes are pointing out or really in, that's ankle tightness, and we want to work through it rather than around it, okay? Point your toes back slowly over time, sink your hips down. So toes pointing back, hips between the heels. Put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows. This is always the point in class where I'm like, I really need to vacuum. If this is all easy, get a deeper backward bend. Walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher, like a natural human bridge. And if that's easy, squeeze your knees back together. One day knees touch, but knees never, ever, ever come off the floor. Good. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last. Good. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open, palms face the ceiling. Let your pinky toes and your thumbs be really heavy. So same thing in the spine strengthening series, you know, we lie on our in Savasana with our palms facing the ceiling, but we're on our stomach here, on our back, palms facing the ceiling. So it's also an inverse opening to the shoulders. Yeah, you want to get both in class. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful. Turn, come to the back of your mat and towel, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Stretch up as tall as you can, chin away from your chest, and slowly fold forward. Try to go down with a flat back. Touch your forehead to floor, and then little fingers to floor. As you inhale, reach your arms forward. As you exhale, sink your hips down. Stretch, stretch, and stretch. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor, palms together up to the wrists, just the thumbs crossed. Good, change, slowly come up, arms to your ears, abdomen in, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups are bothering your back, you're welcome to skip them and roll off to the side. The sit-ups, like everything else we do in class, are optional. I definitely encourage you, if there's something that you always skip, from time to time, like give it a try, because we do change for sure. Even just like our perception of our body or the postures change as well as our body or the postures themselves, right? Give it a try from time to time. But if something's like aggravating you or it's like really painful, please skip it, right? We're just here to have fun and stretch the body, never going to a point of pain. So you can roll off to the side or legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat and towel. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together. Cross your thumbs, maybe other thumb on top. Stretch up tall and slowly go down. Lead with your heart, not your head. See if you can touch forehead to floor before little fingers. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, slowly come up, arms to your ears, squeeze feet together, nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. The next two postures are easier without water. You know, when we do this series of postures in a hot room, usually we're like super tempted with water by this point. It's not quite as hard to skip water, I think, without super hot conditions. But just know in general, the next two postures are like easier on an empty stomach. So if you have a croissant next to you, just like, you know, hold off for another 10 minutes or so. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. And most of these postures are easier on an empty stomach. If you can like hold off on food for like maybe 2 hours before class, it's a general rule of thumb, but every body is different. Some people need to like eat right before, some people can't eat for like 4 hours. Just check in with what feels good for you. Kamalusthrasana, stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Place your hands on your lower back. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up towards the ceiling. And if that feels okay, drop your head back. Go slow, stop whenever you want. You can stay here the whole time. When you're ready, go back halfway. Keep your hands on your back, freeze in the middle, check in. If you feel okay, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, breathe. Good, place your hands on your back, push yourself up. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head faces the front of the room, feet faces the back of the room, breathing normal. Oh man, so one of our old students, he moved to Tennessee, but for those of you that remember Anthony Sepulveda, he tagged me in a picture today on Facebook. His little niece, who's like a little kid, he showed her how to do this posture. He showed her how to do camel, and he's like, now she's obsessed with it. And it's just this small human like effortlessly gliding into this posture that for many of us is really difficult. And I'm often reminded, if you ever like go to a park, and I'm not saying go to a park as an adult without a kid, right? That's weird. But if you ever happen to walk by a park, or if you ever just like see kids playing, I guarantee you will notice them doing back bends. Like they could be having I once was on a bus and saw a kid doing camel pose on their mom's lap and crying at the same time. You go to a park, you'll see a kid, you know, like hold onto a fence and drop their head back and giggle at their dad. Kids are like naturally inclined to the back bends a lot of times. And I think part of that is that their spirit is a little bit lighter. And as we go on in life, we start to hunch forward a little bit more, not just because, you know, gravity's weighing us down, but because like life gets a little bit stressful. So I just invite you, when you do this posture, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, approach it from like a childlike wonderment or curiosity. It's this big gesture that we are like open, we're not afraid, we're happy to like just look back and breathe. So just approach second set a little bit like a kid with a little bit of fun and curiosity. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. I really believe yoga gets us closer to the playground and further away from assisted living, right? That's the goal. Closer to the playground, further from assisted living. Stand on your knees, 8 to 10 inches between your knees. Still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, drop your head back. Remember, you can stop at any point. You're already starting to open through the front of the body and heal the spine through compression. When you're ready, go back halfway. Eventually, or in the future, right hand down, left hand down. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. And just breathe. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Let the floor hold you up. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Inspire. Expire. Let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel for Rabbit Sasangasana, our deepest forward curl. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, flip the L's down, grab your heels from the outside. Stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Beautiful, squeeze your heels together. Lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling, away from your ears to decompress the neck. Press your hips a little bit more forward to round your spine. Create space between each and every vertebrae. Good, change hips down, slowly uncurl vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Still breathing. So all the other postures where we round our spine, all the head to knee postures, those are about compression, compressing the abdominal wall. This posture, Rabbit, it's the only rounded spine posture where it's really about the extension of the spine. You're really just trying to stretch out the back after that deep back bend. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, second set, Rabbit, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, flip the L's down, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Forehead to knees, maybe nose between the knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Now if your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit. There's very little weight in the neck and head. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but keep your head in place. Lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, stomach in, round your spine. Good, change hips back down, slowly pull yourself up, reversing out, head up last. Good, turn around, Savasana. Breathing normal. Okay. Last part of class, everybody's doing great. Head to knee pose, Janushirasana. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Okay, turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel for head to knee, Janushirasana, right leg out to the top right corner of your mat, bend your left leg all the way in, arms over your head. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and touch your forehead to your knee. You can bend your right leg a whole bunch, no problem. Just touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Touch your forehead and knee together. If your forehead and knee aren't touching with a straight leg, bend your leg a little bit more, make it easy. Flex your toes back to your face, bend your elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping the sit-up, stay here. Otherwise, lie down on your back, let your spine realign and sit up. For Paschimottanasana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. If your legs are straight, lock your legs and bend elbows down. If your knees are bent, wonderful. Just fold forward with a flat back, so straight spine. Touch stomach to thighs first, then chest to knees. Lengthen your neck spine, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come up, turn around, Savasana. Still breathing. Sometimes at the end of class, we start to think about like what's for lunch, and I'm right there with you, but just gently return your thoughts to the present moment, to this breath, to this unique time and space. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay. Second set, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Arms over your head, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Practice the grip for standing head to knee tomorrow. All 10 fingers interlocked under the ball of your foot. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going. If your leg is straight, try to lock your leg, bend elbows down, stomach in more, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee, heel forward, toes back, roll your shoulders down. This is great practice for standing head to knee without having to balance. Feel what it feels like to have the elbows by the calves and the forehead on the knee. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. You can stay here. Otherwise, lie down on your back and sit up. Good, second set, stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back. Remember, knees can stay bent to facilitate a straight spine. Press your chest forward. If your legs are straight, lock your legs and go down with a flat back, stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come up, turn around, Savasana. Okay, final posture, Ardha Matsyendrasana, spine twist. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Final spinal. Okay, sit on your butt, bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. You're also welcome to have your left leg straight out in front of you. As you inhale, stretch up. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up, belly in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good. Change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'll show you from the side. Bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee. Remember, you can also have your right leg straight. Left arm close behind you, right arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your right knee with your right hand, hand, heel, and knee touch, point your right toes. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you. You can also do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up, chest up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front, feet to the back, breathing normal. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel for final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. Of course, if it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. All you have to do is exhale. As you exhale, snap your stomach in. When the stomach relaxes, the inhale happens on its own. It's pretty cool. So arm straight position, hands flat, chest up, shoulders down. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, strong arms. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back. Turn around, relax, Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, be still and breathe. Just breathe. Take a moment to collectively honor or thank all the yogis that have come before us and all of those that will come after. Some of the postures we practice, the specific variation of them has only been around for like 50 years or a couple hundred years, but some of the other postures and breathing exercises that we practice have been around for like 1,000 years, right? So it's just a nice way, you know, ancient rituals, but they're living, right? They're done in new ways. And this yoga, like many things in life, is still evolving. The postures are evolving, our interaction with them are evolving, and you are part of that, right? You're part of this long lineage of people picking up their foot and kicking into it and back bending, right? Like it's pretty cool. So just take a moment and maybe if it feels okay, just allow yourself to feel part of kind of a larger string across time and space. So not just people practicing bow pose 500 years ago, but people practicing bow pose in Australia right now, right? Probably not Australia, I think it's the middle of the night, but somewhere, you know, in the morning or at nighttime or whatever that is. So just allow yourself, if it feels good, to feel part of kind of a larger community, because you are. Take a slow inhale through your nose, going inward. Slow exhale through your nose. Draw your attention to the center line of your body. Allow yourself to feel anchored. Let the floor hold you up. Picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.